Hello, this is Andrew from Collaborative Learning. Today's book is The Essays of Warren Buffett, Lessons for Corporate America. Essays by Warren Buffett, edited by Lawrence Cunningham. If you like my work, please like it, subscribe to this channel, check the playlists, and support me on Patreon and PayPal. The links to Patreon and PayPal are included in the description to this video. First, I'll describe the contents of the book, talk about what's interesting about it. Then I'll move on to what you can get out of this book. Warren Buffett is a legendary American business leader, investor, and philanthropist. He is currently the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He is one of the most successful investors in the world and has a net worth of over $108 billion as of February 2023, making him the world's fifth wealthiest person. Buffett graduated from Columbia Business School, where he molded his investment philosophy around the concept of value investing, pioneered by Benjamin Graham. Soon after, he began various business partnerships and eventually created Berkshire Hathaway, which is a diversified holding company. Buffett has been the chairman and largest shareholder of Berkshire Hathaway since 1970. He is nicknamed the Oracle or the Sage of Omaha by the global media. He is noted for his adherence to value investing in his business practices and his personal frugality, in contrast to his extreme wealth. The Essays of Warren Buffett, Lessons for Corporate America, is a highly edited synthesis of Warren Buffett's writings from his public annual reports. This synthesis takes his writings on various subjects over the years, compiles the key insights together in a comprehensive and non-repetitive way. In this way, the compiler saves the reader a lot of reading time. So instead of reading every single annual report, which would take ages, reading the synthesis would be comparably short and fast. So for example, if you're interested in Warren Buffett's views on corporate governance over the past few decades, this book has his key opinions organized together into chapters about the subject. You don't have to dig into every single annual report from Berkshire Hathaway. The second edition of the Essays of Warren Buffett has sections on corporate governance, corporate finance, investing, stocks and alternate investments, mergers and acquisitions, accounting and valuation, accounting policy, and taxes. These letters teach the basic principles of good business and value investment practices. It is not a get-rich-quick or get-rich-like Buffett guide. It is not possible for anyone today to duplicate Buffett's accomplishments like he did. As he himself explains, the rules have changed over the years. What worked in the past won't always work in the future. Instead, it is a textbook on the Buffett perspective on finance, investing, capitalism, and business management in general, and a means where the student can get a better business and investment intelligence by studying the master. The essays are written in a direct, entertaining, and humorous manner. Buffett's personal charm, good humor, and skillfulness in writing is apparent here. It is written in plain English and is easy to understand, as the subjects discussed can allow. The purpose of the annual reports is to clarify and justify the highly conservative business philosophy of Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway. In a way, it is to create clarity and trust among the company's loyal shareholders. Buffett is a slow and extremely careful operator who does not make rash decisions. The philosophy of the company is to invest in durable competitive advantage and high-quality businesses that can last a long time. For Buffett, long-term value investment is defined at 10 or 15 years or more. He invests in businesses that can provide something that people will always need and don't easily get replaced by a competitor. He dislikes businesses that offer something for only a few years and disappear, like a lot in the high-tech industry. Buffett is first and foremost a business analyst and focuses a lot less on stock analysis. The outstanding aspect of Buffett's philosophy is his contrarian views and bias toward efficiency, simplicity, and frugality of effort and spending. He does not want his company to waste any efforts on less than fruitful tasks. So in essence, Buffett recommends that investors should go for good business rather than focusing on the market, buy good prices and keeping them for the long term. Buffett shares with shareholders his thoughts on the management of assets owned by Berkshire Hathaway, the principles and methods of capital increase, the prevention and minimization of losses, and writes a lot about management strategy, corporate values, reputation, high standards of financial and managerial accounting, taxation, and other important topics and issues. He shares his opinions and beliefs on what owners and shareholders of businesses, enterprises, or even states should focus on, and how they should move forward with their focus on the longer term rather than on just a short-term focus. He works with people he trusts and respects and allows them to be the competent and capable managers that they were before their businesses were bought by Berkshire. He believes that company management should retain earnings only if they can turn each dollar of retained earnings into more than $1 business value for the shareholders. And if they can't do that, they shouldn't be retaining it. Buffett shares his years of experience that consists of his strategies of investing into business, whether it's a new venture, subsidiaries, or acquiring the shares of a well-established firm. Warren Buffett emphasizes on investing in a business at a sensible price rather than buying business at a bargain price whose outcomes may be not as favorable in the long run. Buffett believes that wise inactivity is intelligent behavior. He would not engage in aggressive trading because he would rather focus on selecting a few profitable investments or activities. Buffett advises the average investor to just invest in a stock index fund that charges minimal fees, as statistically the stock index beats the majority of investment professionals anyway. Also, it saves a lot of time and energy for the average person. Through his insightful discussions on many topics, he gives insight on the American economy and culture over the past 30 years. While there are a lot of interesting advice in this compilation, there are some problems. Buffett never intended his newsletters to be compiled into a single book. Professor Cunningham surely did a great job editing and sorting out the shareholder letters. But the book lacks flow and can be confusing to read at times, as it is pierced together from letters that can be many years apart. So the reader does not entirely understand the references, for example, 1986 and 1994, but they have to in order to fully understand Buffett's teaching. So sometimes it feels like I'm reading a newspaper from over 30 years ago. Another problem is Buffett's conservative bias. He is from a much earlier time, and he is a very old man with great wisdom. However, young people who want to make quick money cannot wait 15 years to get the big money from a good value investment. We just don't have that kind of time, and we have our own priorities. So when Buffett is against trading, financial engineering, and cryptocurrency, it makes sense from his point of view. But for many people, there is no other option if they want to get rich quick and take certain types of risks. Buffett's expertise also comes from his high position and his ability to visit companies and business managers. The average person is not a billionaire CEO and does not have access to the best information and the best social connections. But nevertheless, Buffett is a legend. He has become one of the greatest business persons of all time in an ethical manner for decades. Buffett achieved success without taking huge risks or performing financial engineering. He did so while investing in companies that provide things that people always need. The magic of Warren's wisdom is ultimately rooted in strong general intelligence, critical thinking ability, and wisdom. He is willing to go against the crowd time and time again if he finds the crowd to be wrong. He has a great understanding of human nature, society, business, accounting, and the dangers of precision and the importance of common sense. Buffett would rather be generally right than be precisely wrong. And he has been generally right for decades. Everyone can learn something from this unique and special man. I rate the essays of Warren Buffett a 4.5 out of 5. So that's what I think about the essays of Warren Buffett, Lessons for Corporate America. Please put your thoughts and ideas in the comment section. They always make a great conversation. I hope you find my review to be informative. Thanks for watching.